Hello and welcome to the whole Bidoof. Shrek is such a beloved character, and Pokemon are also extremely beloved. That's why today we are going to be looking at the top 10 Shrek characters as Pokemon. I'm going to look through 10 different characters from the Shrek movies and see what Pokemon they would be if they were Pokemon. This is based off of more than just physical looks, because that would be extremely superficial of me. These characters are going to be presented in no particular order, but they are the top 10, so just deal with it. First up, we have Shrek. Shrek is a giant ogre who lives in a swamp and just wants to be left alone until he learns the value of friendship. And if Shrek was a Pokemon, he would be Celebi. First of all, Shrek and Celebi are both green, which is a really basic similarity, but it also goes much deeper than that. See, Shrek is an ogre, and ogres are like onions in many ways, such as they both smell and make people want to cry, but also they have layers. Onions have physical layers, and ogres have emotional layers. Shrek may be an ugly ogre, but he still falls in love and becomes the hero. Celebi also has the onion fairy classification. And before you go off and me telling me that isn't true, I know that Celebi is not a fairy type, but that doesn't matter. It's still an onion fairy. Next up we have Donkey. Donkey is a fun-loving donkey who likes to sing and will never shut up. What Pokemon likes to sing and never shuts up? Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff always wants to sing and have people listen to them. Donkey is also always singing and never stops. One difference though is how if Jigglypuff starts singing, then everybody falls asleep. But if Donkey starts singing, then no one will be able to get to sleep because he is so loud and annoying. They both also really like attention. Jigglypuff gets mad when people fall asleep and don't listen to his singing, and Donkey gets really sad and lonely when left alone. Fiona is up next. Fiona used to be a princess who every night would change into the form of an ogre, but then would change back to a human during the day. Because of this, I have decided to choose Morpeko as Fiona's Pokemon counterpart. You may not recognize this Pokemon because it's a brand new Pokemon that was just revealed a week or so ago for Sword and Shield. Morpeko is an electric dark type that changes form every term. There's this happy looking form here which represents human form Fiona, and there's also a hangry form that looks very angry that represents the ugly ogre form of Fiona. Next up we have Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots has a very complex concept. He is a cat who wears a hat and some boots. It was very hard for me to figure out which Pokemon Puss in Boots would be, but finally I figured it out. Meowth. It may sound like a strange pick, but I'll tell you why I chose Meowth. In the Pokemon anime, Ash has had many rivals over the years, the most notable of which is Gary Oak, but one of his rivals, from when he was exploring the Hoenn region, was a boy called Tyson, and Tyson's most notable Pokemon on his team was Meowth. But this Meowth had something special about it. It wore a hat and some boots. Just like Puss in Boots. Now we have Lord Farquaad. Lord Farquaad is the villain from the first Shrek movie. He's the evil guy who wants to marry a princess and so wants to try to marry Fiona. And if he were a Pokemon, he would be Lucario. Lord Farquaad may be the evil behemoth of this movie, but he has a secret that he doesn't want anyone to know. He is short. In fact, he is only 4 feet and 6 inches tall. How does this relate to Lucario though? Well, Lucario here is only 3 feet and 11 inches tall, so he's also kinda short. So Lord Farquaad would be Lucario because they're both shorter than you would expect. Next up is the Fairy Godmother. The Fairy Godmother is the evil genius villain of Shrek 2. She's also the one behind the scheme of locking Fiona up in the tower in the first movie. So if this villain was a Pokemon, she would obviously be Cleffa. Towards the end of Shrek 2, when Shrek and his friends are storming the castle to get to the party to get to Fiona, the Fairy Godmother is singing the best cover of any song ever. She sings Holding Out for a Hero. In this song, it mentions about needing a hero to save you. And why would someone need a hero? Because they are weak and defenseless. And there is no Pokemon more weak and defenseless than Cleffa here. Not only that, but the Fairy Godmother is a fairy. And Cleffa is a fairy type Pokemon. Now we have Prince Charming. Prince Charming is an entitled brat and the son of the Fairy Godmother. If he was a Pokemon, then he would be Glade. Glade is the perfect fit for Prince Charming because he can learn the move Charm. Well, not really, but Ralts can learn it at level 34 and Curlier can learn it at level 40. So if you wait to teach it Charm before evolving it, you can get a Glade that knows Charm. And that is just so charming. Another connection to Glade that Prince Charming has is that he is not a fairy, but has family who is. Prince Charming having the Fairy Godmother as his mother, and Glade having the rest of his evolutionary family, Ralts, Curlier and Gardevoir, all having the fairy type. The next Shrek character is going to be the dragon, I guess. The dragon was the one who defended a tower that Fiona was trapped in, and then after Fiona was rescued, the dragon got in a relationship with Donkey, and they had kids. So the Pokemon that I decided fits the dragon the most is Granbull. So what are dragons most well known for? Breathing fire, and Granbull can learn Flamethrower if you use a TM. Only by TM though. Can't learn it naturally, but it doesn't matter. Breathing fire makes it a dragon. Also, Granbull is in the Fairy Egg group. Another Pokemon in the Fairy Egg group is Jigglypuff. For those of you who don't know, 2 Pokemon need to be in the same egg group in order to be able to breed. And since, as I said earlier, Donkey is Jigglypuff, which means he can breed with Dragon as a Granbull, so they can have kids. Our next character is, I don't know, the Tower, the one that Fiona is trapped in until Shrek comes and saves her. If the Tower were a Pokemon, it would be Alolan Executor. This is because they both are really tall. The Tower is tall, Alolan Executor is tall. Perfect match. Also, they both have a connection to dragons. The Tower is guarded by a dragon, and Alolan Executor has the dragon type for some inexplicable reason. Finally, our last character is Gingy, the gingerbread man. If Gingy was a Pokemon, he would be Arceus. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. As the classic nursery rhyme says, you cannot catch the gingerbread man. You also cannot catch Arceus, because he is a god. And the planned event to make it possible to catch him in Diamond and Pearl was cancelled, so you literally cannot catch him in any of the Pokemon games. So both Gingy and Arceus cannot be caught. But with both of them, it has been done through cheating. For Arceus, people cheated to hack in the special flute thing to be able to catch him. And in Shrek, Lord Farquaad cheated at catching Gingy by snapping his legs off. I've been in enough races to know that snapping someone's legs off is technically considered cheating. So there we have it, 10 Shrek characters as Pokemon. Let me know in the comments if there are any other movies that you want me to go through and say what Pokemon each character would be. Thanks for watching. Bye.